Okay, so we are live, and this is so it's a long overdue live stream. I basically supposed to go live, I think 2 days ago, but I find it irrelevant to share my top 16 because the same day that I was about to go live, the national costume or the fashion show, the Inaul fashion show was just held, and I decided to just cut it off. Just end my live. So, hi everyone, hello everyone, and thank you very much for if ever anyone is watching, anyone is there, thank you very much for checking in. And I will be with a special guest today. I hope that it will be an amazing live because guys, I am not perfect in English. And I always say this that I only speak in English when I'm doing live. It is because, I mean, on my videos, it is because I have some foreign viewers as well. So, yeah, so it is more understandable for them. I have Spanish, Latino viewers, and today, yes, I have a special guest. We are going to talk about our personal top 16 in the Miss Universe Philippines 2024. Para masyadong makapal ang aking kilay. So alam niyo naman guys, I am 46 years old. By the way, I just want to introduce a little bit about myself. I am 46 years old and I'm an overseas Filipino worker in Dubai, United Arab Emirates since 2008. So I am an old pageant fan. I do blog about pageants, but unfortunately, I haven't met these ladies in person. I don't have the chance to go there, be in the exact venue where the ladies are doing their pageant thing, you know. But yeah, so today I will be with a special guest. He is based in the US. He also loves pageants. But I will allow him to introduce himself because I want him to introduce himself more um, accurately. So, right. So I will just check if he's ready, and yeah, right. So how are you guys? So this is so Roderick Cruzabala. So you can click that, my special guest, and then you just, I believe, maybe click request or something. It's been a while, I think almost maybe 5 years when I did my live, but yeah, so just yeah. So sorry guys, I'm not really expert in doing live, but yeah, um, so I hope everyone's doing great. Yeah, so today's live is about our top 16. Me and my guests will share our top 16. Um, just hold on, guys, because really I don't know how to. Okay, I think this is going to work now. Yeah, today's live will be our personal top 16. So we're gonna have a different set of top 16, definitely, because um, we have, of course, our personal insights, personal reason why we choose that girl. Um, and this is not final prediction. This is for me based on the previous events, previous challenges. Why I'm not looking at the camera. Hmm. Yeah, this is my first live invite. Okay, sorry guys, but I'm just trying to figure out how I can allow my guests to enter into this screen. I did my live like some time ago with Gazel. I appreciate it. Another pageant member, pageant, famous to be honest. Gazel is now um, popular, and I appreciate him thanking me for his previous live. Yeah, again, this is Roderick Cruzabala. Excuse me, while I am trying to figure out how I can get this. Right, so how? Where is my guest? All right, guys, so this is Roderick Ayan. Okay, so here it is, guys. So I am going to introduce to you my special guest. He is from the US. Bahala na kayong mag-judge kung he is Latino or Filipino or African American or whatsoever. But my special guest, I really want to just say thank you for joining me in my live stream. And so I will introduce you now. He is very handsome from the US. He also loves pageants. He is, I believe, stylist. Um, he looked like a model. Um, Dario DeMarco, everyone. All right.
Hey
Hello,
guys.
Dario.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you for joining me in this live. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you for having me. We were
Yeah.
actually talking about this live a while back, so
Yeah.
I'm glad that we kind of did it this time around.
Mm-hmm,
But a
mm-hmm,
little bit about myself, guys. I live in the U.S. I grew up in Chicago. Moved to the U.S. probably like a year and a half ago. But I love pageant. I'm a pageant enthusiast. I started watching pageant maybe back in 2010 when Venus
mm-hmm.
Raw won, and then probably I didn't get into it a little bit more when probably around 2013 when Pia competed. So yeah, so
Yeah.
ever since I've been like watching like all the top pageants, Miss Universe, Miss World, Miss International, Earth, Grand,
Mm-hmm,
Supernational, all
mm-hmm.
that. So I'm all invested to it.
Yeah. Right. So we're almost the same. I started. liking or following pageants when maybe some will laugh at me. But I started 2009 when, I don't know, but Bianca Manalo, when she won Binibining Pilipinas Universe
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah,
joined
yeah.
in Bahamas for the Miss Universe. And then I started joining, do you know, have you heard missusology.org, that
Yes,
something?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I am a member still. I'm not really just really active posting because I have work and then I have to do my channel's video and everything. But I do hop in and check in, and sometimes I post something there. Yeah, so that's when I started, and then Gasini Ganados, the most I think when I really started vlogging. When I started vlogging in my here
2019.
in my channel, yeah,
Yeah,
2019, yeah,
19. Yeah,
2019.
yeah,
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
yeah. I think I mean, I obviously you saw it, my very first blog was basically back in 2021, I think. Yeah, there was
Mm-hmm.
only one. I started that, and it was because I was so invested with Celeste. I was like, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
she's fantastic. She's gonna be Miss Universe, and then that just didn't happen.
Yeah. No, to be honest, really blogging is not easy. It's not easy to compose what you are going to. You need to prepare some script, like not script like you will say something not based on facts, but based on, at least we need to prepare what we gonna say in the video and everything.
Yeah,
Editing as well. So editing is the big work that we need to do by blogging.
yeah,
Plus, if ever you're going to the actual venue, that is time, money,
yeah,
which I really praise those real bloggers like Hey Adam, um, all these famous Filipino vloggers in the Philippines. Sometimes I snatch some videos of them just to show in my video while I'm reacting. And yeah,
yeah.
I just wanna also give a shout out to Hey Adam. He just allow me to, like, he say thanks when I say, oh, I'm using your video sometimes for when I do reaction, and he was so nice. Yeah. Yeah, so it's very it's a big commitment doing blogging. So I understand why you didn't put so much video in your on your channel.
Yeah,
But I think if you
yeah,
really want to be in the pageant blogging world, maybe you can start again or something.
yeah. It's so time consuming with like, the editing. That takes a lot. That just like I remember when I did the MUP 21 with Celeste winning, oh my God, it was like 2 days to edit. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, it takes a lot, and I give you props for that. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some of your stuff, and um, I'll give you props for doing all that. Being consistent, that's the thing. That's the key, is just being
Yeah,
consistent, like putting out
yeah.
like video.
Yeah, because being consistent will really follow. People will really follow you because they will see that you're really into it. Um,
Yeah.
but if you're, of course, we're really busy. Sometimes me, I don't post maybe once a month when I'm super
Hmm.
busy with my work and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, but sometimes I try to just compose pictures, make a slide, and then post it, just to share my personal favorite, la la la, and everything. But yeah, I hope that really I can do what these other Filipino bloggers are doing.
Oh,
Like
I'm sure
they
you
go to the
can.
exact venue.
I definitely think you can. I mean, um, I remember Luis Porteles, right?
Mm-mm.
So I remember when he wasn't really big, um, back in the day, and he was just doing like react to like different Filipino music, right?
Mm-mm.
I remember that, and he didn't have a lot of followers. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
he started like doing it consistently, and then he started getting into pageantry, and that's when he blew up. And I was like,
yeah.
oh my God. Isn't
And
that
also,
crazy?
especially when he joined, which pageant is that? I forgot. Is it
Uh,
Supranational?
Supra, Supra. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, Mr.
yeah,
Supranational. Yeah,
yeah.
I believe
I
he is
mean, we,
now based in the US, in the Philippines for some time now.
yeah, I think he's been there for 2 years now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and he's with the Filipino bloggers as well. So
yeah,
I feel envy, feel
yeah. I
jealous.
mean, you'll get there. I mean, the Filipino community is gonna have to like, back you up. I mean, the backed up, you know, a
Mm-hmm.
few people. So I think that, our kababayan needs
Well,
to
I
do
have
that
to
too,
be
right?
consistent as well. I have to produce a quality, beautiful videos as well. So for me to achieve that as well. So it's not like, yeah, yeah. But again, thank you very much for joining me here today.
Well, thank
And
you for having me.
yeah, so as we agreed in our private chat, um, we're going to share our top 16.
Yes, let's
Um,
do it.
yeah, and the Miss Universe Philippines 2024 beauty pageant. So since because it's 16 minutes already passed, and maybe our viewers are making having the time of boredomness, listening to our personal um, stories. But yeah,
Yeah,
so my personal top 16 is based on, again, I haven't met the girls, so hindi ko pa
yeah.
sila nakita in person. So
Hmm.
basically, it may be unrealistic, although my title is realistic. But for me, it's realistic because I see the qualities, the potential, beauty of face, body. Number one that I look in the girls is the legs, like how beautiful the legs, whether
Hmm.
medyo, di ba merong, we have ladies with like Janine Tugonon.
Hmm.
She
Hmm.
doesn't have a straight legs, but she has a beautiful
And she
legs,
knows how to, yeah, and she knows how to use them. She knows how to
Yeah,
walk. Yeah.
yeah. But especially when the girls has real super super straight legs, beautiful.
Mm,
Walang, there's not so much, how do you call it, bones or something. Like the portion, it's not like super slim on the bottom something. I don't know how
yeah.
to explain, but you can see how I think you know what I mean. Okay. So do you want to start or do you want me to start with top 16?
Um, yeah, so the thing about the top 16, this batch for some reason this year, it's
Mm-hmm.
so hard. It's just so
Yeah.
hard. There's so many girls that I feel like that could be in a top 16. And I
Mm-hmm.
think for the most part, like I'm afraid that some of these top 16, the Filipino community from like the States and and the other countries are gonna
Mm-hmm.
are gonna get in because obviously this year it's the first time them actually, competing. So I
Mm.
have a feeling like this inkling that the MUP is just going to like put him in there because of that
Mm-mm.
reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I feel so bad for like the girls in the Philippines that lives in the Philippines, and then the other girls from the community, from the states and the other countries are gonna get in over them. But yeah, it's so I'll start out from like the 16 to the from my 16 to 11, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'll go back. So yeah, it was really hard, and I had to like I I was I was torn by a lot of girls that I'm not putting in there. But
Yeah.
so my
Do you want to
first
make it more than 16?
yeah, so I
Yeah.
mean, so I had top 20, but then the top 20, I was confused with a few girls. Like I had Hawaii, Southern California. I had Florida, Albay, and then Leyte, right?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So those are the girls that I feel like could be in the top, the 17, 18, 19, and 20 spot. You know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? But those are the girls that I have like after the top 16. But I'll talk about the top 16 right now, from 16 to 11. So the first one I have in the top 16 is United Kingdom. Um, I do think I really like her. I like her communication skill. Obviously, she's from the UK. She's getting a lot of momentum. I mean, just based on the TV interview, um, she's one of those girls that I feel like she's definitely gonna make that top 16 semifinals. Um, then my next one would be Cavite.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I really like her. I mean, she was part of the Aqua Angels, you know. There's something about her. I like her Filipino look, she has a great walk. She has a beautiful face, you know. I definitely think that she will make that top 15. Next would be Laguna. Um, no doubt, she's a standout. She was part of a few events that just happened. One being the Avon. She was part of that. Was she part of that car like cooling? Is that called it?
The Wooling.
The
Yeah,
Wuling,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
she was
He
part
was.
of
She
that
is. She
too.
was.
And then just, she's I feel like her and Kavite. I feel like they're like the biggest standout for me in that top 16, like from the 14 and 15 spot. My 13th spot would be Palawan.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she's gaining momentum after, let me tell you, after that uh the the Boracay,
Yeah.
uh,
The
fashion
swimsuit
show.
challenge. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there was a lot of chaos after. you know
Yeah.
I mean, I really thought that she was gonna make it. I mean, based on like, the way she used her legs, the way she walks,
Yeah.
and I just felt like she has that stature. Like, you know, she reminded me of Janice Lubina. Like when they were
Mm-hmm.
saying that, I was like, oh my God, yes, I see it.
Yeah.
So I thought she was gonna be there in that top eight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so then my 12 one will be Bulacan. Um, no doubt. I mean, she's beautiful. She's a great speaker. She has a great walk too. So I definitely think she'll make that top 12 spot. And then my 11th spot, I was really torn between Australia and
Mm-hmm.
North California. Um, so I have this feeling that one of the Filipino communities is gonna make that top 10. It's either going to be Northern California or
Mm-hmm.
Australia. I just had this feeling because I feel like, you know, it's they have to. I just I and to me, I feel like maybe Northern California is gonna make that top 10. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Australia is pretty strong. I mean, she has a great walk. Her presence is there. Um, and she did fantastic throughout like some events and stuff like that. And there's just something about her. She's very like she's tall. She looks very queenly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those are my 16 to the 11
Mm-hmm.
for
I just
now.
want to give some comments with Australia. To be honest, I heard a lot of good points about her. That she is the only one that looks like a beauty queen. Like she has a very good stance.
Hmm.
Like you can really see a beauty queen aura in her. Although some inconsistency with styling, but they can work on it. if ever she win Miss Universe Philippines. Yeah, and
Hmm.
also I can see that she has the beautiful posture, aura, stance, just like what they're saying. It's just so difficult for us to really judge because we never see the girl in person.
Yeah,
So we always only base on what we see online.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I just want to give a shout out to Aki. Hi, watching from Switzerland, new subscriber here. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're enjoying our live stream with Dario DeMarco. Yeah. So you want to go ahead with your list, Marco?
Yeah. So okay, so now my 10 to 5. Um, so like I said, my 10th spot will be Northern California.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, like it really depends on like how well she performed in the prelims. It's either going to be Australia or Northern California. I feel like we'll make that top 10 spot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so so yeah, we'll see. I have a feeling it's Northern California. Will make that top 10. So my number 9 will be Zambales. She's gaining momentum too. Like I saw her in that runway challenge, like that runway that they had yesterday. I was like, wow, I was blown away.
Yeah.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
right?
Her
Um,
edge is her waistline, her body.
yeah,
So
and she's
although
beautiful too. She's gorgeous,
yeah,
you
she
know.
looked like a figurine, like you put
Yeah,
in the, and it's a beautiful, beautiful body.
yeah. I really, I know she'll definitely make that ninth spot. Um, my eighth spot will be Pampanga. Um,
Mhm.
no doubt, I feel like Cyrils is going to be there. She has that face, she's tall. She has a great presence, and she was one of the girls that was in the Glow. Was chosen to be top 5. Um, Overall, I think she's fantastic, and I definitely think that top 8, like she'll definitely be there. Now, 7, 6, and 5. These were the hardest for me.
Mhm.
Um, this was it was between Stacy. It was
Kainta,
between,
right?
yeah,
Mhm.
Kainta, Stacy. It was between Christy from Taguig and then Cebu, um, Chris Hansen. So I was like, oh my God, how do I even choose between these 3 girls?
Yeah.
Um, but I did put Stacy as number 7.
Mhm.
I do like Stacy. I mean, she has a great catwalk skills, her face, she has that face card. She's a great communicator. But I just think that, the 2 girls, Tagig and Cebu, I think they just have an edge about them. And these are the 2 that I felt like I was so confused on, putting them 6 and 5. Who's going to be first? So it's the battle of intercontinental girls, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, the first runner up, the second runner up. So I do. So for me, I was more thinking of like, okay, these girls are fantastic with bathing suit. They're fantastic in evening gown. So I think the edge that I kind of put Cebu over Tagig was more of personality.
Mhm.
I do think that Chris Hansen has more of that warm and inviting kind of personality. So
Mhm.
that's why I felt like she was gonna be top 5 for me, and then
Mhm.
Tagig was 6.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree with you. Even though we only see them in on social media from videos of other people, yeah, I see that even from the fashion show or whatsoever, I don't see
yeah.
connection with the gig. You know, um, she is trying. I think she is trying to be super parang super classy, super.
Mhm,
I don't see
mhm.
the smile much, which can
Yeah.
really connect us as a viewer, which
And
I think that is her lacking.
she kind of reminds me like of MMD last year when MMD was competing. Remember that we wanted some
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, some kind of personality from her,
Mm-hmm.
because she has this like, I'm prim and proper kind of girl,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm feeling that from the gig as well, like this
Well,
year.
take note, they're friends. Michelle D and the
I
gigs are
see.
friends.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
who
yeah,
knows? Maybe it's a
yeah.
strategy. I don't know. We don't know.
Maybe
Uh,
you never know, but that's what I'm feeling from the gig was like the MMD kind of vibe from last year.
yeah.
Um, so my number four, and number three, that this one was a little hard too because it's Alexi Brooks and Clara
Mm-hmm.
Valencia, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so these two, I felt like, okay, so Tara has a beautiful face, she knows how to walk. Alexi, she's different, overall package, she's a great communicator and stuff like that. So I did put Alexi as number three, and
Mm-hmm.
then Tara number four. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, yeah, and number four. I do feel like Alexia has the edge over Tara because of her communication skill, and I think she just gives it like I think she's stronger overall. Um,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like the execution that she when she does um, her pasarela, and I think she just gives that umph. I do think that. The only thing that I feel why Alexia was my number three because of obviously uh, it's the styling issues. Like she's one dimensional. Like obviously she can't, obviously she doesn't have long hair, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, I put her number three. Um, Number one and two, yeah, this was a little like I was uh yeah, I was a little confused about this one too. So it's between Atisa and VBB, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these two girls obviously have been like um in my radar, like they're going back and forth. Who do I pick? Who do I choose?
Yeah.
They're both beautiful. They both know how to walk.
Mm-hmm.
They're fantastic. I mean, as far as I think for me, why I chose my number one was because if I'm sending somebody to Mexico and I know how the Latin pageant community like their girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
They like them, beautiful face with a beautiful body, a good, they should know how to perform. And one thing that I kind of remember about like the girls from like the Latin girls in pageant was like they need to have sex appeal. And I and
Mm-hmm.
I and I felt like BBB was lacking that. And
Mm-hmm.
I thought Atisa had more sex appeal than BBB. And
Yeah.
that's why I chose Atisa as my number one,
Mm-hmm.
and BBB my number two.
Mm-hmm.
And that was only like I'm like really like that was like the difference between like choosing these two was I do feel like Atisa has more sex appeal than BBB.
Yeah. Wow. To be honest, we almost have the same top 16.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we almost have the same top 16. The final five, almost the same. Um, but since you mentioned all those beautiful comments and insights why you chose them, so I will just maybe start my own personal
Yeah,
top 16.
go ahead.
Right. So bubbling up for me first is Zambales.
Mm,
She has a beautiful, beautiful, like just like I said, she has a beautiful small waistline.
hmm.
Yes, it is very small, but I'm afraid, is it really enough to be in the top 16? But who knows? It's just me. I'm not a judge, So, but she's beautiful, just like what you said. I'll buy because she is the tallest. And
Hmm.
the during the Inaul fashion show, she looked amazing. Although I feel sorry for her during the national costume. Have you seen the national costume? Um,
Yeah, yeah.
she she can barely walk. She cannot. The national costume fails. Bukidnon, because she has a beautiful, charming, always smiling. Um, yeah, Pasig, one of the most beautiful, maybe mother that joined Miss Universe Philippines. There's, I think, maybe two or three mothers in the competition. Although para sa akin, I feel like she's too skinny and dry for me. I don't know. Sorry for the word,
I
but
no, no, I get it.
yeah, she's lacking of like tone or some muscle and stuff like that. I don't know. Okay, so without bashing, I'll go and proceed with my top 16. So my number 16 is actually your number 10. Yeah, so my
Oh,
number 16 is Northern California. Um,
okay.
she is sexy. She improves her catwalk day by day.
Mhm.
Um, but that's all I can say. I don't want to say anything because it might sound like I'm bashing. But Northern California, she has a beautiful face. But I like her face more before few days, like flying to Manila. Um, I think I noticed that I think she did something. UK, just like what you said, she
Okay.
is a very well spoken. Given that she grew up in the UK, so
Mhm.
English is yeah. Um, and not only like she is born in English country, it's she has a good commanding communication skills. Yeah, Pampanga is my number 14.
Okay.
She I don't know. They said she has a good personality in person, but I don't know why I put her in the number 14 for now. So again, guys, this is not final prediction. This is our personal top 16. At the moment, it may change. Okay, so it may change depend on the preliminaries and some other more activities that we will see. All right, the number 12 for me is Hawaii. I don't know. I find her very sweet. I like her face, but that's all I can say. I think she's super sweet, cute. She remind me of some Filipino celebrities. The
Mhm.
face. I
Mhm.
don't know. She has a
Mhm.
beautiful small face.
Mhm.
Um, the frame is small, like the real Filipina frame body, but she has fair skin, which totally different with a typical Filipina. But she has a beautiful face. I find her cute. Laguna is because Laguna is my number 11. Laguna, she
Who is
has
wait? Who is your number 13?
my number 13. Oh, sorry. So my number 13 is Bacolod.
There you go, Bacolod.
Okay,
Okay.
so Bacolod is she's not tall to be honest, but looking at her performance overall, I think that she has the chance to be at the top 16. I don't know, but this is just my personal
Sure.
insight. Yeah, this is what I see and what I feel. Yeah, so number 12 is Hawaii, just to correct my rankings. Then Laguna is my number 11.
Mm.
I feel like she has this transport, how do you call it in English? You can style her differently. She has this beautiful body,
Like
exotic Filipina skin
chameleon,
tone.
chameleon.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. So she is beautiful, but I'm not going to bash. But I find that her lower part of the body is way bigger than the upper. Is
Mm.
proportion wise not so
Yeah.
proportion, but she's beautiful. She's very Filipina. The next is they will bash me. Okay, I
Oh
will
my
get a
God.
lot of bashing. I will get a lot of bashing.
I'm scared who it is.
So before I get bashed after seeing this video, I'm gonna change it. Okay, but I'm not gonna put her higher than I can. Right.
Okay.
The next is Palawan. She is my number 10.
Okay.
Okay. So Palawan, it is because she has this beautiful modeless aura.
Mm-hmm.
Although if you will send her to Osmel Sosa, just like what I said in my previous video, for sure Osmel Sosa will do something on her face, facially.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. Yeah.
maybe because she has the
Yeah.
frame body, the body is perfect to be honest, but maybe facially Osmel Sosa will do something on her face. But she's beautiful. It's just that there's just maybe some angle that I don't know. I saw some videos which you can see her different
Hmm.
angles,
Yeah.
and I think that if ever, well, Osmel Sosa will not be part of like how the girls will look like and everything, but that's just saying. Next is Australia.
Okay.
That's my number. So Palawan is my number 10. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Australia is my number 9. Australia, I put her number 9 because inconsistent. But just like I said, I heard a lot of good points about her that she has this beautiful stance. When she is styled perfectly, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Um, just like in the national costume, she looked like a carnival queen. Yeah, have you seen her national costume?
Yeah. Yeah.
She looked
Yeah.
like a carnival queen, beautiful, radiant. I love Miss Australia. She can be higher than my placement as the moment. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, the next is Bulacan. So she is my number 8. Yeah, so
Hmm.
Bulacan. I'm from Bulacan, but I'm not
Oh,
saying
really?
yes. So I'm not saying I chose her because I'm also from Bulacan. It's just
Quiet. Yeah.
I find her beautiful, classy. The way she moves, the way she do her walk during the fashion
Yeah.
show, the swimsuit. You can see that she has class. So I'm not saying some others doesn't have class, but I think that she has this innate class moves and everything or attitude. Yeah,
Hmm.
so to be honest, she is the most beautiful black Filipinas facially, right? Um, the next is Kainta, 7. That's my number 7.
That's my
Are we
number
the
seven
same?
too. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, so
Yeah.
Kainta, she has a beautiful face. Face card, that's what you said. Yes, she
Yeah.
has a beautiful face, especially in pictures.
Hmm. Hmm.
She's beautiful in pictures, especially. Palaban. Do you
Hmm.
understand the word
Yep.
palaban?
Yep.
Yeah, so she is really working on it. Like what she said before, she will give pasabog and everything. But now we can see that she is doing that. She is giving
Hmm.
that pasabog. Um, but is her height will be enough? So that is just my reservation with
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. My number 6 will be Cebu.
Okay.
Cebu is my number 6 because you just mentioned that Cebu is higher than the gig, right?
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah.
that I don't know. Talking about Mexico, if for example we send her to Mexico, I think body wise, not really. I don't know if she will improve to what we like me personally want to see to
Hmm.
compete in the
Yeah.
with the Latinas
Right.
because since 2014 she has the same shape of legs. I'm not bashing, but I think that proportion wise not really proportion. If you will stand with another Latinas with longer, straight, more beautiful legs, I think she will be. But it's not just about the legs, but overall, she's beautiful, but it's, I don't know. Because I noticed that the legs is not really beautiful, but she has a beautiful personality. I think warm personality.
Hmm.
Okay, my number five is actually Iloilo. Are we the same?
I think
No,
my number
I
three
think
is
you're
Iloilo for
higher.
me.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
To be honest, Iloilo is really palaban, really strong,
yeah,
commanding communication skills. So I will
yeah.
get a lot of bashing here for sure. I just really don't get the, yeah, I will just filter what I'm going to say. So
Oh,
just she is my number five, okay, at the moment. It is because although she is really strong, she maintained this signature pose when she's doing her walk, even signature with swimsuit, with fashion show. She is really flaunting her beautiful curves. She has a beautiful athletic body, which I really like. And the
hmm.
communication skills, you throw a question on her, she can really answer gracefully, beautifully. That's her edge, to be honest. It could be higher, could be higher in the next coming days. Number four for me is Tagig.
Okay.
Tagig, I think I'm not sure about her age. Talking about the inclusivity, the issue about Miss Universe,
Hmm.
considering that inclusivity thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Yeah.
is her age 33? She's 33 at the moment.
Third,
Is it really a risk? Is it the MUPH will take risks sending her,
yeah.
being 33 years old? But overall, she is amazing. She is the only. Sorry for my stomach. Can you hear that? I think I'm hungry. Yeah. Um, yeah, I think that overall, to be honest, well, they
Hmm.
said that she looked like previous Miss Venezuela.
Hmm.
Mm, I disagree. She is beautiful, but I think they have a different, maybe some styling similar, but
Yeah,
not really. But she has the most beautiful body, I think.
yeah,
Long
absolutely.
torso, long
Yeah.
torso, long legs. She
Hmm.
know how to really emphasize and show her natural beautiful curves when she is doing
Yeah,
fashion show, especially
yeah.
the national costume. Even she was wearing the national costume. You can really see how beautiful her stance, her angle, and everything.
Hmm.
That is her edge being a model.
Yeah,
Yeah, but age
yeah.
wise and the relatability wise, I can't relate. So I can't really put her higher than four at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. My number three is Baguio. Are we the same? So
I
Baguio
yeah.
is beautiful. Yeah. You wanna say something?
No, no. My number four was Baguio, and then
Okay.
Alexi was number three. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Baguio, I put Baguio on my number three. It's because she is, yes, always. She's actually consistent.
Hmm.
I never see any picture or video that she look a little bit not
Yeah.
so nice. You know what I mean? It's her stylist is doing a really good job. They master this beautiful makeup for her. They don't the dress and everything. Maybe not so perfect, but she is always ready to fight. She's emotera. Do you know the word
Uh-huh. Yeah.
emotera?
Yeah.
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 Um, I think that's her edge, but I think maybe communication skills wise, she has good communication skills, but is it better than the other delegates? Maybe
Right.
not. That's, yeah. But she can really speak a good English because me, I can't even speak English, so I'm not bashing.
It's
Yeah. But for now, she is my number three. Yeah. My number two and number one, we are the same,
Okay.
but I'm not sure if we have the same number one. Okay. So my number two and number one are Quezon Province and Bacoor.
Right.
Okay, I will start first with Bacoor City. Bacoor City is an architect. She is a successful architect, and I think she is based in Australia before flying to Manila for the Miss Universe Philippines.
Hmm.
She is based, I think, in Sydney. Although I think that her inconsistency with styling can pull her down if she will be sent to Mexico. You know what I mean? I don't know. I heard a lot of this, like she looked a little bit mature when she is not styled properly,
Hmm.
which
Hmm.
I agree. She has the beautiful legs, beautiful, straight, flawless legs. Overall, she has this beautiful, beautiful aura, but facially, I think Atisa is better.
Hmm.
Just like what you said, Mexico, if you will send someone in Mexico, I think Atisa is the perfect one.
Yeah.
Um, when you look at her, if you see her video closely, she has these beautiful eyes. Not first eyes, but she can do fierce, she can do angelic face, everything. I think that
You
for
talking about
now,
Tita? Atisa,
Atisa,
right?
Atisa,
Yeah.
yes. I'm
Yeah.
talking about Atisa.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she is, I think, the perfect choice for Mexico at the
Yeah.
moment. Okay, at the
Yeah.
moment.
At the moment, exactly.
Yes, at the moment. So we never know.
Yeah.
Right, we still have to see the preliminary, and yeah.
I so when they had the runway when they did the runway yesterday,
Mm-mm,
um when Atisa came out in that fuchsia like two-piece kind of
mm-mm,
a dress and then kind of like I don't know what that a cape kind of thing. But
mm-mm,
when she came out on that stage, I just felt like the way she looked on that stage, I felt
mm-mm.
like she was already competing. The way how she looked at, the audience and just the lighting was hitting her. Like I just felt like she was competing already. And I was just like, oh my God, like amazing. I just thought she was so good, you know.
Yeah.
Do you
You
agree?
know,
I mean, did you see that?
yeah, do you know the word apparition?
Hmm.
Yeah. I feel the same. I felt the same, just like what you said, like when the light hits on her, and because she was wearing this beautiful bluish, greenish something, um, she's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious to see like, or what gown she's gonna wear or what color gown she's gonna pick.
Mm-mm.
We'll see. But
Sorry, you're talking
as of
about
right
Quezon
now,
Province, right?
correct. Yeah.
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 Okay. I got
Yeah.
confused for a bit.
Now I'm saying like for the prelims, what color gown
Mm-mm.
she's gonna
Yeah.
pick, and then finals, we'll
Mm-mm.
see,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know.
for even from the beginning, she was wearing some light, bright outfit. So we
Yeah.
never know. Maybe she's on that theme of colors. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Brighter colors, yeah. I mean, and
Yeah.
her skin color could take it, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's
But
always on
honestly,
point when it
during the
comes to that.
swimsuit, she made herself tan. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of that? Like, do you like her tan? Do you like her not tan? Or what do you think of
Um,
her hair? I mean, there's a lot of people that were saying about her.
there's a lot for me. I find it too much extension.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
I
extension. I feel
I
so.
would have wished I would have wished that she put her hair up in like very like tamarind green kind of
Mm-mm,
vibe. You know what I
mm-mm,
mean?
mm-mm.
I
Yeah,
think it would have went with her walk, her,
yeah. And
I
especially when she made herself tan, so I think it's gonna be
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but during the national costume, she is in her natural skin tone, so she's flawless. I just wanna shout out here one comment. Maging open-minded po kasi kayo, mahilig po kasi kayo sa maputi. Morena, sobrang ganda. Halatang hindi kayo fan sa Black Beauty. No, we're not. We don't hate Black Beauty, and this is just my personal opinion, my personal choice. So if you're talking some other Black Filipinas, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. It's just we're talking about realistic insights like we're sending to Mexico. Okay,
yeah.
so it's a girl, so we're going to send the country is Mexico, the host country of the upcoming Miss Universe. So if we're going to compete in maybe in outside Latin country, for sure, there will be a hit. But I think Mexico is a different country that we really need to think about who is going to be the best girl to send. So that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
just yeah. We don't hate there's Filipino African beauties. So no hate here. Yeah, shout
I
out to
mean, we
Mikoy. Hi mga daddy.
I mean, we'll
Yeah,
never know. Like, we're not the judge. We're just, talking
exactly.
about
So
our,
this is
you
actually
know,
just our personal top 16 as the
yeah,
moment. Okay, we're
yeah.
not related to Miss Universe Philippines organization. We cannot manipulate the result and everything. So just chill.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so
Yeah. So see, we got one bashing. Right. So
I
guys,
can't even see that. So I don't even see that. I think you see it on your end, but I don't see that in my
you can see it if you open actually the comment on the right on YouTube. You can see it, but I think I can only see the comment um, looking at the StreamYard.
Okay.
But you can see it. It's visible on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what can you say about this live stream, Dario? Thank you
Good.
very
Yeah,
much for joining me again.
yeah, thank you for having me. This is actually my first live.
Uh huh.
So, um so it's fun. It's fun, to talk about like something that, we're really passionate about. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited, doing this collab with you.
Yeah.
So,
It is
so
actually my
hopefully.
first. It is also my first live after some time. I joined Gaisel before
Oh yeah,
regarding
yeah.
Miss Grand International,
Yeah.
but me doing live, I don't really see myself investing so much time like this. It's almost an hour. I find
Oh
it
yeah.
easier to I find it easier to record a video, say something about what I want to say, and then edit. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I find it easier for
I
me.
that yeah, that's your comfort. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of bloggers like they rather do the live because they don't want to edit the videos.
Mm,
That's
yeah,
why.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you
And
see like a
also
lot of yeah.
one thing, I can make myself more appealing when I record a video, not doing live, compared to doing live.
Uh,
Yeah, so you know the word budol?
uh-huh, uh-huh.
Yeah, so if I'm not on live, if I do my normal vlogging recorded video, I can
Yeah.
apply some budol filter or whatsoever. Yeah,
Oh my God.
okay. Yeah, so do you want to say something, invite our viewers or something for your social media, or if you want to
Yeah,
promote
guys. So
anything?
yeah, I only have like one video in my YouTube channel right now. That was like I
Yeah,
said, I was telling Roderick was like back in 2021. It's Dario DeMarco, so you guys can see it there. But as of right now, like I have to Instagram. I'm putting a new Instagram, so I that probably won't happen probably this week, but as of right now, like YouTube is there. Facebook, like I said, Dario DeMarco on Facebook. You could follow me there. But other than that, thank you for
Yeah.
for tuning in. You
Right.
know,
So basically, you're based in the US. So anyone based in the US watching, so you can contact him if you want, if for some business, I believe, right? So yeah.
sure.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. So this is Roderick Cruzabala again. I am an overseas Filipino worker. I love beauty pageant. I am here based in Dubai, UAE, since 2008, and I am very grateful. Thank you very much, Dario DeMarco, for joining me today and
Thank
for
you for
sharing
having me.
your for sharing your personal top 16 for the Miss Universe Philippines 2024. Yeah. So we'll see if we can do another live
Yeah,
soon. Yeah.
soon. Yeah, maybe after
Okay.
like the prelim or something.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
prelim definitely will happen even maybe a day or 2 days before the finals. So,
yeah. It's the
yeah,
May 18th, right? I think.
I think, and then the 22nd, I think, will be the finals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
So, okay. All right.
All
So,
right,
I
guys.
think this is it. Yeah, we're going to end this live, and thank you very much for watching. And just want to shout out Noel Duarez. How about Alexi? Yeah, Alexi is beautiful. She is sexy with good commanding communication skills. Yeah, so thank you very much to all of you who are watching. And see you on our next live. Right, Dario?
Yep. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye bye.
Bye.